What's happening? I'm Jamie Webster. You probably know that anyway. But yeah, I'm here at the Olympia with my mate Timo. We're here to talk about a load of rubbish really in some big house clubber. 1, 2, 3, 4. The rave is just swinging in a land of dreams. Inspired by.
I'm Timo Tierney. I'm with my mate Jamie Webster. We're at the Olympia for Scott's Menswear. We're gonna have a chat.
Chat. To the ones who go. Good to be back, innit?
It's been a while, yeah.
Yeah. Boss venue though, innit?
It's weird because every time I was saying to Jamie before, every time I used to walk out of my mum and dad's house, I'd always see the Olympia. And then, you know, we've done some boss gigs here. I know Jamie's got a few lines up, 3 nights on the bounce. When's that?
Next December. Not as close as we'd like it to be, but obviously because what we've been going through at the minute, it's just everything's being put back and put back and put back. But the good, I suppose the positive you've got to take from it is more people are listening to the records and more people have got time to buy tickets for the shows. So, but yeah, no, it's a cracking venue this.
I mean, I used to come here and it's got massive history. It's so good to see that it's having gigs. It's so good to see you playing here, Jay. You know, for a long time we've been doing gigs and I've known you since you've been a young lad, and I felt like a lot younger than what I am now. But you know, it's great. You know, you've gone to the strengths, and as you say, you know, your album, the album's fantastic. Really good, makes you really proud. Someone from the city, someone young who we know who's doing music, and you're good on a bike as well. He's fast on a bike.
Yeah, if anyone's listening to my music, it's like, it's real. It's about real things. It's about real people. It's about real things what happen in the world, and it represents me as a person and the people who I mix with. It's a representation of them and what they stand for. And because we were no longer able to go out and live our lives the way we did and experience the joys, the escapes, you know, the troubles, whatever, like I found it really hard to get into me head and like, you know, write a song and be creative, because I felt like there was just nothing going around. There was nothing in the air, if that makes sense. Thankfully, like yourself, Dave, Alfie, like good people around me, like and obviously me friends and family. But like that got me into like a headspace where it's like, nah, do you know what, like it's gonna be all right. Yeah. Just have confidence in yourself. Just go out and do what you can do. You can't do any more than that. And like the tunes started coming, and by the time the album come out, like my mindset was completely changed, and it was just like it was a good time. Just like the fans who've like stuck with me from the start really stood up and were counted for during the lockdown. Yeah. And like you don't realise how much they actually do make a difference. And even to all the new ones who were looking for something new, probably because they were bored out of their minds and probably would have never come across a Jamie Webster record, they all started getting on board, and it was just We're recording here. But yeah, it was just like a good, not like our Dave's everything up, is it?
It's that thing though, of like I always say, you know, no matter where I go, whatever I do, I always feel very fortunate that I'm from Liverpool and I can go to, you know, somewhere and meet someone and they say, where are you from? And I just say Liverpool. I don't have to say like Liverpool, UK or Liverpool, England. I just say Liverpool and they know something about Liverpool. And the fortunate thing about being from Liverpool is people get behind you. People really love getting behind the mates and going, do you know what, I'm really proud of what people are doing. Whether you've got a good job scaffolding or you're doing music or you're playing football, people love to talk about each other doing well. And I think, you know, when I went to your gig in December and saw loads of your mates in the queue, lads who I've met along the way in different places, and they're all like proper broom with pride of like, you know, Jay, oh, it's great to see, have you heard the album, have you done this? And then you come on stage and play the songs, they all know the words, they're all singing them back, they're all like really proud of, that's Jamie, that's our mate. And I think around the world, I think, you know, when you say, no, going to India or going to Belgium, well, I've been to Ireland with you a few times, you know, you have got that thing where people love your music, but as well, it's like, they feel like you're the mate, you know what I mean? Yeah. Which I think, you know, is a very good thing to have.
Liverpool's like a very tribal community as well in a way, isn't it? You know what I mean? Like, that's exactly what you touched on. Like when I go out now to gigs and stuff, especially in the city or whatever, I know that like I have the support of like the people, because I'm the same. If I see, even now, if I see like young lads from who are like 18, 17, like making tunes and doing well for themselves and like having a go, I'm always one of the first to like get, you know, send them a message, promote them, get behind them.
Oh lad, get down off there, my vertigo's going through the roof, you know.
We would take
the anxiety going through the roof there, I could see him falling over the sides.
I'll be honest, make for a good bit of
footage.
Yeah, good bit of
get
footage.
Get 250 quid off you being framed.
Bit of time. No matter where you go, like if you're the Scousers like all over the world, no matter where you go, like if a Scouser spots you, it's like, it's the first thing that he wants to do is come over and tell you that he's also a Scouser, or that his nan was a Scouser or something like mad like that. And mainly in the city, you know, when you get people to stop you, yeah, I'm into your tunes, look, I'm just into what you're doing, I'm so proud of you going out there and doing it, you're just a normal lad like us. Especially all the electricians, or anyone who's a spark, you know, if they're in the vans and that, they always get a beep, it's like the Sparkies and all that, you know what I mean? Like, I think electricians are more prouder than me. Scouse electricians probably couldn't be more prouder than me ma and dad are, but yeah, it's been a mad transition, and from that spark into the music, and then now going from 90 mile an hour to nothing to potentially going back to 90 mile an hour.
And you will. You know, when I was growing up and I was into like, you know, Oasis and looking at like bands who I was really into being a young lad, it's like for our Nile and for kids of his generation, they're looking to people like yourself, and you know, you're doing them a good turn.
But isn't that a funny turn of events though, because I was looking at like yourselves when I was...
Don't make me feel old, lad.
No, but I was looking at yourselves, and it probably is like there's a similar age gap between me and you than it is to you and your Nile, do you know what I mean? So...
Well, I'm 30, I've just turned 30.
Yeah, I'm 20 myself, like,
yeah,
so...
21.
Yeah, 21. Like, I know how much it meant to me when people who I looked up to took the time to talk to me and just take the time for me. So like when you're looking at like I said, your Nile, other young musicians like coming up in the circuit in the city, people looking for advice, people just looking for a little share on Twitter and stuff like that. I think you'd be a proper bad person if you just turned them away or pretended like you didn't see it, because you know, it's like you've always got to remember where you've come from through all this. And like, I know like the bigger people get, it's something that they, you know, it's easier to lose grasp of that. The more, you know, the more bigger you get and the more people are telling you you're amazing and people are telling you you're good. But like, I suppose for anyone who's watching this who is a young musician, the best advice to combat all that is just surround yourself with real people. Do you know what I mean?
Genuine people?
Yeah, genuine people. Not people who are hanging on for your success, not people who are wanting to be your mate so that they can tell your mates that they know you and like that.
Not people who drink all your rider.
Yeah, drink all your rider in the backstage room and like that, and tell you that, like, you know, and film you while you're having a ciggy or something like that, you know what I mean, to make you look like you're your best mate, and in reality you don't know the second name, you know what I mean? So, like you said, like the minute you start to sort of believe the hype and you start to actually sell yourself as what you are, people don't like it then at the same time, and it's not all people, it's the fake ones, it's the ones who are hanging on. Do you know what I mean? The minute you start to move away from them and you start to do, where you're no longer mixing in their circles and you've no longer got a rider for them, or you've no longer got like whatever, do you know what I mean? The chance for them to sit there and get a photo with you, or you wish happy birthday to every one of the family members 10 times round, do you know what I mean? Once they realise you can't do that, they're the ones who want you to fall, do you know what I mean? And they can't wait to see it happen. I suppose I'm thankful for where I am now because I've listened to the advice of people like yourself, people like Dave, who nearly just the whole thing up before.
Yeah,
like,
he's a good man.
Yeah, you know what I mean? People who like really, like some people, like you taught me this, people look at you and they see, what can I get out here, what can I do for this person, and like, you were lucky at the start of everything to sort of point me in the right direction and give me the advice on who to, you know, who to...
I haven't had the top 40 album, lad.
Don't make me feel bad.
I haven't had the top 10, it was the top 10,
Top 10
number one in the folk.
Number one in the folk, yeah. Nah, it was a belter.
That's some accolade, and you've got to be very proud.
He said to me 5 years ago while I was, you know, wiring a ring main in a house that my job would be to get up in the morning, write tunes, do you know what I mean? Like plan gigs, go on tours, like talk to me mate in front of cameras in Boss Clubber. Do you know what I mean? Like it was, if you told me that would be my job description of my life, I'd have probably told you to, if I was speaking literally, I'd have told you to, do you know what I mean? But if I was speaking nicely, I'd have told you where to go, because I would never have had it. Credit to Dave for like taking a chance on me, you know what I mean, and believing in me. Because without that, I would not have went on to, I wouldn't have like had the drive to go and do the album, because I thought I was labelled as this football singer, and that was it for me, do you know what I mean? So like, I made up the the chance was took on me, and yeah, just took it with both hands, and that's another lesson for anyone. If someone gives you half an opportunity, just jump at it and take it, don't hesitate, you know what I mean? You know that, I know that. I've got regrets from things that I've hesitated on in the past, I'm sure you have yourself, you know what I mean? And like, the best thing, like I was worried about leaving my job, doing this, stepping into the industry, and like, it's the best thing I've ever done. So now it's been good this chat, hasn't it, Tim?
Yeah, been good. Thanks very much for coming along. Scott's Menswear, thanks. Berghaus, thanks. Olympia, thanks. See you in December for 3 nights. Sold out.
Yeah, thanks to everyone who might be watching and supporting me as well. Cheers. Thank you very much.